Welcome to Synagogues of Africa Part 5. We're taking a look at the country of Tunisia. Tunisia is a Muslim country. However, there are still a few Jews living here. We're looking at what was once the Hara Sagira Synagogue. That name translates to small ghetto. It's in an area called Riyadh, which is located on an island called Yerba in Tunisia. This area was once a Jewish village, and at that time was called Dijert. There are still a couple dozen Jews living in the area, but they attend now the El Ghariba Synagogue, which is in the southern area of this village. Here is the exterior of the Mu'ansa Synagogue, which is located in Zarjes, which is in the southeastern part of Tunisia. Zarjes is also known as Jarjes. This stopped being a synagogue in use in the 1970s. And here's another former synagogue called Or Torah. It was built in the 1930s. In the late 1950s, the then president of Tunisia visited the synagogue in a special ceremony. Here's a synagogue that we believe is still in use. It's the Keren Yoshua. It's located in a suburb of Tunis. It was established in 1923 and funded by a local philanthropist whose first name was Yoshua. The building is also known as the Synagogue of the Miracles, as it has survived many attempts to destroy it. As we return to the picture with the blue doors, in Hebrew the word Ivri can be seen, which stands for Hebrew, and written in French is École, or in other words, this is a Hebrew school or a cheder or yeshiva. Tunisia was once a French colony. Today, an association of French Jews ensures the survival of this building, which was erected in 1927. It is only open during the summer season for worshiping when tourists visit. As we mentioned earlier in this episode, the El Ghariba Synagogue is still in use, and it is also known as the Jerba Synagogue because of its location on the island of Jerba. It's the oldest synagogue in Tunisia. This building was erected in the late 1800s, placed on the same spot that the original structure, which claims to have been built after the destruction of one of the holy temples in Jerusalem, and the Jews were dispersed to other lands. There are other buildings in the complex which were constructed in the 1950s. And here is the Grand Synagogue, or La Grande Synagogue of Tunis. It supposedly was completed in 1937 and experienced a takeover by the Nazis in the 1940s and damage by rioters because of the success of Israel in the Six-Day War. And finally, here's a relative newcomer of synagogues built in Tunisia. This is Bet El, constructed in 1955 in the coastal city of Sfax. Very few Jews live in this area anymore, and the building has suffered vandalism. So we conclude our look at the country of Tunisia and its past and present Jewish places of worship. It's now on to another country. So bye for now, and see you real soon.